Lexandrom and welcome back to my channel. Sesuai janji ya, gua bikin video reaction video baru dari Riot, yaitu patch 2.5 preview ya, yang baru aja diupdate cuy, masih seger ya, dan gue juga belum nonton nih. Kita bakalan coba nonton bareng-bareng ya. Jadi kalau kalian suka sama video ini jangan lupa di like ya guys ya, jangan lupa ya, yang belum subscribe dulu. Jadi kita langsung gas nih, kita nonton OOM ini dulu ya guys.
Hello everyone, Alan here from the Wild Rift.
Om Alan ya, lupa gue guys namanya. Dia Om Alan guys. Siap untuk berbagi pandangan lain tentang apa yang dapat Anda harapkan dari kami selama beberapa bulan ke depan. Iya, banyak banget Om yang kita harapin ya. Matchmaking cepet, iklannya makin rame, turnamen offline di Indonesia. Banyak harapan kita Om ya. Iya ya.
Before we get into what's coming up, October 27th marks a year since we...
Sebelum kita membahas apa yang akan terjadi, 27 Oktober menandai 1 tahun sejak kami pertama kali memasuki
first entered our regional open beta. A lot has changed in the...
Ulang tahun ya guys ya, lupa ya gue ya, tanggal 27 guys, ulang tahun Wild Rift. Oh my god.
Past year.
Happy
we
birthday.
wanted to take a quick look back on the journey that we've taken so far.
Oh ini ceritanya apa namanya, throwback ya guys, throwback ya. Oh ini tuh semua event, semua skin, semua champion yang udah pernah dikeluarin sama Wild Rift dari awal banget sampai sekarang ya. Corki, Kennen, Tristana, Ripen, Irelia, Polisi India, Project Skin, Dragon Slayer, KDA, Origin, Sea. Wah, banyak banget ya guys ya. Gila. Ya pokoknya ini semua tadi event sama apapun yang udah pernah dikeluarin ya.
It's surely been a wild ride, but we're just getting started.
Dan perjalanan yang liar katanya.
Stuff in the pipeline for the upcoming year, and look forward to when we can unveil all of it to you.
New champion.
Now,
sekarang kita bicara tentang ini yang kita tunggu-tunggu ya. Kita bicara tentang patch 2.5, itu yang kita tunggu-tunggu.
Including new champions. Veigar,
Veigar
is making his villainous debut.
Aduh, ini champion bangke sih.
A master of the dark arts.
Ini champion bener-bener bangke sih.
Destruction and doom upon his enemies, both as a mid laner and as a support. With his wicked crowd control,
ini champion
you can
gila.
chip away at your foes before delivering the final blow with a devastating.
Tapi gue penasaran sih bakal nyoba dia di mid lane.
If you're looking to lay down the law,
Caitlyn, Sheriff Pit Lover ya. Yang ADC nih. Yang ADC boleh nyoba dia nih, sakit cok. Ulti tas. Sheriff of Pit Lover memasuki Wild Rift pada bulan November guys. Jadi jangan nanya-nanya lagi ya untuk champion baru November guys masuknya. Caitlyn November. Sama Jace. Jace kapan ini masuknya ya? Oh November juga guys. November juga. Gameplay update. Ayo apa nih yang baru nih? Gameplay yang pedas, game spacey dibilang guys. Kita tunggu ya. Kalian mendamakan Rift Herald spawning kedua nanti di game untuk menarik lebih banyak perhatian ke sisi baru. Rift Herald-nya ada 2 kali guys.
We're hoping that this will accomplish a few things. Give players an objective to take before Baron, encourage more team fights that aren't focused at Dragon, and increase the individual carry power of a player since Herald can be taken solo.
Okay.
Rift Herald will also deal more damage to turrets as well as take more damage when it headbutts them. To accommodate for 2 Rift Heralds.
Oh jadi dari Rift Herald sendiri itu damage-nya dinaikin ya. Tapi pas nyeruduk ke tower itu darah yang berkurang dari Rift Herald-nya juga lebih banyak guys. Tapi damage-nya lebih gede ya. Bagus ini. Waktu itu gue sempet punya kepikiran untuk gimana kalau Rift Herald itu dimajuin gitu ya untuk menit spawnnya, karena biar cepet gitu gameplaynya. Tapi ternyata Riot punya pemikiran sendiri ya, tapi sebenarnya sama aja gitu. Mungkin Riot juga berpikir kalau Wild Rift itu masih terlalu lama gitu, kayak 17 menit, 20 menit baru selesai, itu kalau menurut gue masih terlalu lama ya. Dan di sini Rift Herald di buff ya bisa dibilang, dan menurut gue itu bisa berpengaruh banget untuk gameplay jadi lebih cepat lagi. Karena jujur aja game mobile itu harus cepet ya guys. Game mobile itu harus cepet. Kalau bisa di bawah 15 menit udah selesai itu malah lebih bagus menurut gue. Karena daya daya serap orang main game mobile itu karena gamenya tuh cepet, terus bisa dimainin di mana aja. Sedangkan menurut gue Wild Rift yang saat ini itu menurut gue masih terlalu lama ya, masih 17 menit ke atas gitu, kayak hampir mirip-mirip game PC lah. Jadi masih terlalu lama untuk ukuran game mobile ya. Tapi dengan Rift Herald di buff kayak gini ya, terus di spawn juga 2 kali, menurut gue ini oke sih.
We're delaying Baron's initial spawn time while its respawn time
Sementara waktu
remains
respawnnya tetap
unchanged.
tidak berubah.
This means Rift Herald can be captured twice before Baron.
Artinya Rift Herald bisa ditangkap 2 kali sebelum Baron
Baron
masuk ke peta ya.
We're also increasing the time it takes for non-buff camps to respawn while improving the gold they offer.
Meningkatkan emas
We
yang
hope
mereka
this makes
tawarkan.
farming the
Kami
jungle
berharap
feel
ini
less
membuat
hectic.
bertanya di hutan tidak terlalu sibuk.
Patch 2.5 comes with
Maksudnya
one of
gimana
our
guys?
the jungle feel less.
Meningkat emas yang mereka tawarkan, kami berharap ini membuat bertani di hutan tidak terlalu sibuk. Maksudnya kami juga meningkatkan waktu yang dibutuhkan camp non buff untuk respon Oh, camp non buffnya jadi lebih lama ya?
Patch 2.5
Nggak enak banget dong jungle. Nggak juga
one
sih.
of our most important and fun features yet. Katarina, take it away.
Katarina. Guilds. Oh guys. Ini yang gue tunggu-tunggu guys. Akhirnya gue bisa bikin guild Spanaders. GG.
Hey everyone, I'm Katarina and I am so excited to talk about guilds.
Wah,
So,
guilds
you
guys.
play a few games here and there with your friends, but you wish you could do more. Wild Rift is at its best when you're playing with the people you care about.
Yeah.
With guilds, we're giving you a new way to progress together and earn sweet rewards while doing it. Head over to the
Wah,
guild
anjir.
tab once you're level 9 to create your own guild.
Woi, ada guilds guys. GG, ada chat, ada elitis, ada casual, ada level guildsnya juga ya. Atau nggak ngerti gue gimana ini ranked match buat party segala macam. Ih,
And
mantep.
invite your friends. Together, you can start
Bersama
your
Anda
journey towards earning exclusive rewards. Creating
Yo,
a guild
ih.
will cost 4.
Guild token, you may use the guild token to create guild. Oh, pakai poro
You
koin
can
guys.
start your journey towards earning exclusive rewards.
Coba lihat ya.
Creating
Ih, pakai poro koin guys, pakai poro koin mau bikin guild.
a guild will cost
Murah lah,
400
murah ya.
Poro coins or
Nggak pakai
200 wild
cash.
cores, so players don't create one on a whim. When you create a guild, you'll be able to customize its
Bikin
name,
nama,
tag, icon, and more.
icon.
Your guild's name and icon will be displayed in plenty of places, such as your profile
Woi, profil gua nanti ada guildnya guys, GG.
page, matchmaking banner, and on the leaderboards. If your friend wants to run the show, you can join theirs instead when they send you a nifty
Wey.
invite. You
Keren.
might be curious what's been going on at the guild while you've been grinding away. Just access the feed to stay up to date on your friends' activities. Here, you can see your guild's open parties and social shares. Express your reaction to the news with emotes. Want to brag about your latest Baron steal or line up your next 5 stack? Head to the guild chat where you'll
Anjir, sekarang udah bisa chattingan di dalam guild gitu ya. Keren guys.
find a dedicated space to you and your guildmates to communicate. Once you've settled in, you can play with your guildies and earn extra blue motes and XP, all while racking
Bisa dapat blue mods ekstra sama XP ekstra ya buat player-player baru, ini enak
up
banget sih.
points to earn special rewards. We want guilds to be safe places for players to socialize. After all, the fun can only be had when players treat each other fairly. Leaders will be able to manage their guild and ensure the
Nah,
environment
ini kalau sebagai ketua guildnya ya bisa setting-setting guys.
remains friendly and welcoming. Nominated officers will also be able to help keep the peace.
Oh, terus bisa ada officersnya juga ya, kayak tangan kanannya gitu lah ya.
Additionally, players will be able to report offensive guild names, tags, and descriptions. These tools should help you and your friends make sure everyone's having
Oh, bisa di ini juga ya, guildnya bisa dilaporin juga guys.
a good time. Before I hand it back to Alan, I want to tell you one more thing. As our biggest social feature yet, We designed the guild system as a place for players to gather and forge friendships.
Oke.
And what better way to strengthen those bonds than through some fiery competition? That's where guild versus guild comes in.
Guild versus guild, anjir keren banget.
In GVG, you and another guild fight on opposing sides of a champion rivalry.
Keren.
You'll see some interactions between that week's champions to set the stage for the oncoming.
Oh, tiap minggunya ya. Anda akan melihat beberapa interaksi antara juara minggu itu untuk mengatur panggung untuk pertarungan yang akan datang. Wih, keren guys.
To win a GVG matchup, your guild has to collectively earn more supplies than your opponents. The guild with the most supplies at the end of the week wins glory for their side and some cool rewards. But more on those later.
Keren banget. Keren banget.
So, how do you earn supplies? Each week has 4 community missions.
Siapa yang mau masuk guild Panaders? Tapi nggak tahu juga sih nanti ini guild bisa berapa orang ya.
Most of which require teaming up with other guildmates and playing games of Wild Rift together. Everyone in the guild can contribute to these missions throughout the week. And like any good team fight, there's strength in numbers. The more guildmates you play with, the more supplies you earn. Now, here's where it gets spicy. At the start of the week, all players are given a role for the battle ahead. Half of you are considered armed and ready to fight for the cause. The other half are unarmed and will need a helping hand. If you're unarmed, no problem. Just play a game with an armed guildmate to get access to all your rewards. If you're armed, do your part to bring as much of your guild as you can into the fray. The more armed players at the end of the week, the higher your total supplies. If you had a rough start early...
Jadi memang agak dibikin guild versus guildnya ini emang agak, menurut gua nggak langsung kalian punya guild sama guild terus langsung bisa diadu, enggak guys. Kayak kalian tuh harus punya persediaan atau segala macam. Pokoknya guild kalian tuh harus bener-bener udah prepare baru bisa perang ya. Keren guys.
in the week, don't worry. There's one more thing you can do to claim victory. You can still come out on top by committing sabotage.
Sabotase.
Every Friday, the guild with a smaller pile of supplies has the unique opportunity to sabotage their opponent. Sabotaging is a sneaky, last-ditch effort to reduce your opponent's final score, and all you
Bisa sabotase guys ya. Kalau bahasa halusnya ngebegal ya.
have to do is play games with your guild. But sabotaging isn't easy. It requires the full power of friendship, so only 5 stacks of guildies can contribute to a sabotage.
Anjir
The
keren.
winning team has a chance to defend these shenanigans by playing with their own groups of 5 to maintain their place at the top. At the end of the week, we total up your guild supplies from completed missions with a bonus based on how many of your team are armed and ready, and factoring in any sneaky sabotages. And the side with the most supplies at the end wins that week of GVG. By participating in GVG, you and your guild will earn unique rewards, such as new ways to customize guilds, bubbles, player emblems, Poro coins, and more.
Anjir keren.
So, it's a lot, we know. We're hoping this will be second nature once you're in the middle of the action. We've been working on guilds for a while now, so we're super excited for you and your friends to dive in. Now, back to Ellen to tell you about all the other cool stuff coming to Wild Rift.
Oke. Jadi itu tadi adalah tentang guild ya, udah dijelasin semua. Dan detailnya mungkin bakalan kita lihat nanti setelah udah diupdate. Detailnya kayak gimana ya. Dan berapa orang yang bisa masuk ke guild. Biasanya sih kalau misalnya di awal itu nggak bisa terlalu banyak setahu gue ya. Jadi bertahap gitu. Dan ya gue pengen bikin guild yang keren sih. Kita lanjut. All random, all meet. ARAM ya.
Now that ARAM is a permanent mode in Wild Rift, we're looking forward to continuously supporting the mode from here on out. All random, all mid is perfect for players who want to jump right into the action. ARAM is all about fast games, non-stop team fighting, while giving you a lower stakes way to test out champs that you don't play quite as often. Newly added from the last test run, Scryer's Blooms will soon appear in the Howling Abyss.
Oke, jadi lampu center bakalan ada juga ya di ARAM ya guys. Tapi kalau menurut gue emang butuh sih, karena semak-semak yang di pinggirnya itu terlalu gelap ya. Walpas, akhirnya Walpas dikasih tahu juga ya. Gue penasaran sih Walpas. Kita lihat. Apa nih? Tristana.
Aiming to have a new wild pass in each patch. Later this month, you'll be able to get your hands on a
Ya, udah seperti yang udah gue prediksi ya, karena si Tristana ini muncul di Explorer Timonya ya, di gambarnya Explorer Timo nih si Tristana nih muncul. Makanya gue udah prediksi kalau selanjutnya pasti Tristana
New
sih.
pass featuring Explorer Tristana. To give you a better understanding of the differences between the basic pass and the premium pass, we've updated how rewards are
Ininya apa ya? Tampilannya jadi lebih keren sih menurut gue.
displayed. More rewards are also being added to the free pass track.
Gue lebih jujur gue lebih suka tampilan yang ini.
Let's talk about matchmaking in Wild Rift.
Matchmaking ya, ini dia. Akhirnya dibahas juga sama Om Alan ini ya, matchmaking ya guys.
Since the open beta began, we know matchmaking has been a pain point for players, and while we've been constantly tweaking things behind the scenes, we're making some sizable changes to improve your matches in patch 2.5.
Oke, matchmaking, let's go.
We're now going to base your games entirely on your matchmaking rating and not your rank.
Kami sekarang akan mendasarkan game Anda sepenuhnya pada peringkat ya, bukan pada peringkat perjodohan.
This will make
Ini akan membuat kecocokan menjadi jauh lebih adil secara keseluruhan. Perubahan ini
matches much fairer overall.
berarti pemain
This change means players will sometimes see
terkadang akan melihat kesenjangan peringkat yang lebih lebar dalam game mereka seperti Emerald dalam game tingkat master. Ini mah sekarang juga udah sering kejadian ya.
a wider rank gap in their games, such as an Emerald player in a master tier game. When this happens,
Ketika ini terjadi, pemain dengan peringkat lebih rendah akan memiliki ikon pada kartu layar permuatan
the
mereka.
lower rank player will have an icon on their loading screen card to indicate that they've been playing at a skill level above their rank.
Oh, jadi dengan ini ketahuan ya yang smurfing ya. Jadi kalau misalnya smurf itu bakalan ada si logo ini ya, lambang ini yang di bawahnya namanya Project Fi ini. Ini tandanya kalau dia ini main di low rank, cuma skillnya itu sebenarnya nggak di situ gitu, kayak win rate-nya terlalu gede, gameplaynya terlalu jago ataupun apa, itu bakalan muncul ini
On
gitu.
their loading screen card to
Jadi lebih ketahuan ya kalau ini smurf ya.
indicate that they've been playing at a skill level above their rank. It's there to help you trust that you're being matched with and against equally skilled players. We're also tightening the gap behind the scenes on who can match together in the same game. We want you to trust that our matchmaking system is pitting you against players of similar skill while keeping your queue time short and ensuring that you can play at the position you want. Keep an eye out for a devlog later this month that
Nantikan devlog akhir bulan ini yang membahas lebih dalam tentang peningkatan matchmaking.
Deep dives.
Oke. Jadi sebenarnya matchmaking udah mulai diperhatiin ya, dan ini nanti katanya akhir bulan ini bakalan matchmaking itu bakalan dikasih tahu lagi lebih detail ya di dev diary atau di devlog ya. Quality of life updates. Oke.
in our mission to improve your experience with each patch, we're making some other quality of life changes in patch 2.5 as well. We've given the share screens a visual upgrade. Now your accomplishments will look even sweeter when you show
Oh, ini kalau misalnya kayak yang udah pencapaian kalian tuh sekarang lebih keren lagi ya
them off
dibikinnya
to
ya.
your friends. For players looking to share their live gameplay, we're adding a feature that allows you to immediately begin streaming
Ya, di Twitch Gagi. Ya, fitur live streamingnya di Twitch guys, bukan di YouTube.
on Twitch. Now you can connect with your viewers with a simple tap.
Oh, maksudnya
Immediately
ini lu bisa langsung start live streaming itu langsung dari HP tapi di Twitch guys ya, bukan di YouTube ya.
begin streaming on Twitch.
Oh, jadi intinya Wild Rift ini udah bekerja sama Twitch gitu ya. Jadi lebih gampang lah untuk live streaming di Twitch.
Now you can connect with your viewers with a simple tap.
Oke. New skin. Alright, kita lihat apa aja nih skinnya.
As most of you know by now, a new patch means new skins. To kick
Ya,
things
Om
off,
Alan.
take
Apa
a
aja
look
Om
at the
Alan?
Dragonmancers. These are powerful mortals,
Wah,
fortunate
anjir kerennya. Lagun Dragon Kaisa ya.
to have gained the ultimate
Wih, keren,
blessing
Cok.
from dragons. Whether they use that for good
Master
or
Yi.
evil is up to them.
Eternal Dragon Brand ya. Jadi ada Lagun sama ada Eternal ya, tapi tetap Dragon juga. Pokoknya Eternal warnanya lebih gelap ya Dragon. Storm Dragon Aurel Soul. Fai Dragon Ace. Oh, jadi ini meta Dragon kayaknya. patch 25 tuh patch meta dragon ya.
These skins
Udah.
will land
Nggak ada
in
Z.
Wild Rift later this month, where you can check them out in the Way of the Dragonmancer event. Patch 2.5 is packed with new skins beyond events too.
Oh, di luar event juga ada
Let's
skin
take
baru.
a quick peek at some other skins headed your
Oke,
way.
kita tunggu. Di luar event ada skin baru juga. Divine Sport Irelia. Valiant Sword Riven. Wih, banyak skin guys. Splendid Staff Nami. Anjir, keren. Bewitching Jana. Underworld Wukong. Oke. Solar Eclipse Leona. Headhunter Caitlyn. Waduh, Caitlyn langsung dapat skin bagus nih. Super B Villain Veigar. Keren sih ini. Cakep cuy skinnya. Arken apa nih?
Before we go, we're looking forward to diving deeper into the world
Oh, ini film yang di Netflix ya guys. Film serial ya, serial film ya yang di Netflix.
Piltover and Zorn to celebrate Arcane, our animated show launching November
6
6th
November,
on
okay.
Netflix globally and Tencent Video in China. We'll have a themed event and so much more in store, so stay tuned. Thanks for joining us for another look at what's on the horizon for Wild Rift, and I'll see you next time.
Oke, jadi udah segitu doang ya guys ya untuk video patch 2.5 previewnya. Dan ada beberapa hal yang gue suka banget kayak guild, terus ada champion baru, ada skin baru, event baru. Dan ya menurut gue lumayan banyak ya untuk 2.5, terus ada perubahan dari matchmaking juga. Yang dimana sebenarnya developer itu tetap peduli guys sama apa yang kita keluhin gitu ya tentang matchmaking ini, dan mereka berusaha sebaik mungkin gitu. Tapi yang ada gue agak ini yang langsung live streaming dari in-game itu cuma ada Twitch ya. Coba kalau ada YouTube atau ada yang lain itu kayaknya lebih bagus lagi, karena jujur aja dari kalian pasti banyak banget yang belum punya equip gear kayak PC, kayak webcam atau apa yang lain. Kalian cuma punya HP. Sebenarnya itu bisa bantu banget buat kalian bisa untuk live stream juga gitu ya. Tapi sayangnya ini cuma ada Twitch. Tapi kalau misalnya kalian pengen nyoba untuk live stream di Twitch ya silahkan ya. Oke, jadi untuk apa ya namanya ya? untuk reaction patch 2.5 preview ini dari video Wild Rift sampai sini aja guys ya. Semoga kalian suka. Kalau kalian suka jangan lupa di like, share, dan juga subscribe ya. Nantiin video-video dari gue selanjutnya, dan gue bakalan pengen banget bikin guild gue sendiri yang keren abis pokoknya. Dan gue pengen guild gue itu GGWP pokoknya di Wild Rift ya.